Hey everybody, welcome back to the drawing board. Here we are at our little village that we are reconstructing, improving, and upgrading, if you will. This is the house we built last time, and I've done a couple of little additions. Put a little shelf. Excuse me. Put a little shelf there with some flowers, a trellis on the side with some roses, and I've added some fence posts, cobblestone fence posts at the corners, just for a little bit of additional detail, and I've added the shutters. Then I built this over here, which is a similar house. This one with the tall roof, and this one has an add-on small room on the side. So it's pretty okay. But what I want to do very quickly is add a flower box here. And I will use the shutters for, or the trapdoors, instead of for shutters here. I'm going to use them for the outside of the flower box. This is pretty standard stuff. You probably are familiar with it. You've done it yourself 1,000 times. In Minecraft 1.13, of course, the shutters, or the trapdoors, excuse me, look different depending on the type of wood. So the oak made great shutters, and lining the flower box with spruce looks much better. And I made a little fenced-in area here, and I filled it full of sheep, and the sheep immediately left because you can climb over this. Now I could have fixed that by putting a slab on top, but I think I've decided this is not really an appropriate place for sheep. It's too narrow, too small. So it's going to be another little garden. So what we'll do is we will plow this up. We are going to add some water. If you don't, this becomes unplowed very quickly. So what are we going to plant here? Well, I think that instead of the usual little garden, what we're going to do is make this a pumpkin garden. So, when you're planting a pumpkin garden, if you plant them about every other block, that'll give you plenty of room for the pumpkins to grow, because the vine needs to sit there, and then the pumpkin itself needs to be on the vine, or rest on the land that's next to that. So you can do that one of two ways. You can plant the pumpkin here, expecting the pumpkin to rest on this side, and then do it like that, and leave this row blank. Or you could intersperse them, planting one every other block, and then doing the same thing on the next row. We're going to do a little bit of both. This is just going to be kind of a haphazardly created pumpkin garden, something that the locals are growing for themselves, not for export or for trade. And what we will do is add a little bone meal. Give our little pumpkin plants a little extra start here. Come on. Gotta get on the head box. And these vines, when they first grow, have a pretty small hitbox. There. I'm I'm not going to grow them until they have pumpkins. I just want them to get a good start. Well, I guess I am going to grow them until they get pumpkins. At least one. Okay. Now we know that that's there, and we've got them, since we are in 1.12.2, they grow as jack-o'-lanterns, or as pumpkins, carved pumpkins is what they're called in the new version. Let's see, do we have a jack-o'-lantern already made? Don't think so. So what do we need? We need a crafting table, and we need to take that pumpkin and put a torch right inside there. So we'll put a jack-o'-lantern over here, and we'll put a jack-o'-lantern over here. There, that looks good. And I don't know if I'm going to actually build a pen for sheep, because I think this is mostly going to be a vegetable or wheat gardening area. They have some sheep running around here. Alright. So, let's do some little demolition work. Let me turn down that music. There we are. Now, I want this house to be kind of the nicest house in the whole village. And I haven't decided for sure who the villager is that's going to live here, but I'm thinking maybe the butcher. And I might have his very nice house here, and then across the road his butcher shop and pig pen. I think I've mentioned this before in one of my early videos that I've had the opportunity to live by pig farms in the past as I was growing up, and people are always going on about how clean pigs are, what clean animals pigs are, they're cleaner than a dog, blah blah blah. Let me tell you, if you live by a pig farm, the smell is horrendous. Yeah. Pigs may be very clean, but they certainly like to roll around in their own filth. And there is no doubt about that. Okay, one of the ways that we're going to show that this is a bigger, fancier house is that we're going to have a tall foundation. And that tall foundation is going to be made out of a mixture of stone bricks and cobblestone. So, let's see. We don't want it too close to this. We want it about here. We don't want it too close to the road. So we're going to place it about here. So 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry, tree, you're going to have to go. 7. Alright, so this house is going to be roughly L-shaped, like so. Okay. Now, normally, if I was doing a survival world, I wouldn't bother filling all this in. I would simply light it up inside because, you know, the scarcity of resources. But you have the problem of monster spawns, mob spawns inside of your basement then. So even if you light it up, if you aren't careful, you could end up with one occasionally. So for now, we're going to fill this in. I did one similar house with a 3-high foundation, and I thought, well, you know, I'll fill in 2, and then I'll just have one that's empty, and because nothing's going to spawn in that one little slot, right? Wrong, because spiders. Okay. So, this house, as we said, belongs to the most prosperous person in the village. Maybe I should have gone back even further, but that's okay, because if I need to, I can move that road. Okay, got my 3-high foundation. This tree, and we're going to get rid of the one next to it over here too. I think it would be really nice if when we were ready to have a tree here, we did a nice custom tree. Alright, so as a prosperous homeowner, this guy has brought in spruce wood to be the primary building component. So we've got our beams here in the corner. We're going to go 5 high, nice high ceiling. We're going to fill that in. And we need some these leftover tree leaves reminded me that we're going to need some shrubbery all around our village here. That was kind of planned for. Is that a rabbit? No, just a piece of sapling falling, I guess. Okay. We're going to need some shrubbery around our village. Okay. So, nice shape. So run over here real quick. Take a quick nap. I haven't actually seen any hostile mobs spawn, but recently around here, let me look. It is on hard difficulty, so they should be a thing. All right, and I think we will go with a cobblestone roof. I think we'll kind of do the opposite of this roof there, mostly cobblestone, but maybe trimmed on the edge with some spruce. So where is our cobblestone step? There we are. So I was going to be very professional and not do any upside down ones, but I did. Okay. Get our overall roof plan here before we go any further. What I definitely want to do is some kind of a flourish right here. So I'll be thinking about what I can do there. And we need a slab. Okay. And then over here, going to have our roof going this way. Getting kind of excited because the village is going pretty good. We've just about got all the houses done. I think we might do some market stalls, a little shopping area, and then of course we want to go out and do the boat dock and the wharf, and probably a couple of little boats, and then fields all around here with amber waves of grain. It's the 4th of July. Actually, it's the 5th of July, but I can still feel a little patriotic. America the Beautiful, great song. Much better than the Star Spangled Banner. I think we should have America the Beautiful as our national anthem. Better lyrics, easier to sing. Just all in all better. Okay. That's a personal thing. Do that? Yeah, okay. Look at us go, just like we knew what we were doing. The Minecraft song is a pretty good song. I don't remember what this one is called. I'd still stay with America the Beautiful though. Okay. So this time we'll work from the top down I probably could just do this, and it should just automatically match together like that. Actually, a pretty good piece of, pretty impressive piece of coding, getting all these pieces to work together. Okay, so that looks really ugly because it's truncated on the end, so it needs something on the sides. So, do we want to use spruce? What do you say we try some dark oak instead, just to get a little contrast there? Ooh, could be nether brick. Let's go with dark oak and see how it looks. Okay. So, how does that look? That actually looks okay. Yeah, I like that. Okay. So we need a slab. Dark oak slab. Not that. Dur. Okay. Look at that. Stick around. Okay. That's not going to work there, though. Let's another slab. Nope. There we go. All right. That looks good. Finish our front here. Slab-a-dab-dab. And okay, that is our basic outline for our house. Okay. I do not care for this corner on second thought. Let's try a slightly different approach. Okay. Okay. So we got our cobblestone here. Let's just run this all the way over this way. Okay. And this goes all the way over here. And then we bring this all the way over to here. You really shouldn't worry about how should I say this? You should really be willing to redo what you don't like. I'm especially guilty of that. I build something, put some effort into it, and it doesn't turn out exactly right, and then I say, yeah, that's good enough. But nope, that's not good enough. You should be willing to stop. I should be willing to stop and redo this. Okay, so I want my dark oak here in the end. So it's going to be like that. Now I've got this though. So this, I think we'll just continue this way and see how this works. Okay, if you can get it to match properly. All right, much better, much better. So what are we going to do here? We are going to double slab this, not there, double slab this, or I should say double stairs. Okay, and then, yes, that almost looks like I meant it to be that way. Much nicer. Now, I did an L shape before here, and I probably should have or did I? Nope, I'm thinking of something else. Okay, so we've got our roof and everything, and that's probably about all the time we have for today. What we are going to do tomorrow is bring out a lovely porch. Tomorrow, I should say, next time. We're going to do next time, we'll bring out a lovely porch for our double door entrance here, and then we are going to finish up the exterior. Okay, so we have a plan. There we are. Look at me floating in front of the house. Oh, there we go. Just like this. Like a realtor selling you this. This is a fine property we have. Come on down. All right, thanks for joining me today here at the Drawing Board CMP. Please join me next time when we finish up this house and continue our upgrade of a village. And as always, keep on Minecrafting.